How did both procedures affect you emotionally?
The first one, I was really trying to prove to myself and like the person I was with at the time, like, this doesn't faze me. This second time, emotionally, I was like, la la la.
Hi, I'm Sabrina, a licensed massage therapist and certified cosmetic surgery specialist. And this is Talk Plastic Surgery, where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And today, I have on a friend that had quite a bad experience with her first procedures, but then had a wonderful experience with her second one, and that's where she found me. So without further ado, please welcome Sydney.
Hi, guys.
All right, Sydney. So what was your first procedure?
My first procedure was breast augmentation. I got it done in LA.
And so what made it so bad, the first procedure?
Honestly, so I went in and I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted my boobs to look like. And when I got in there and I had the consultation and they're like, no matter what size you get, it's all the same price. I said, well, get me the biggest ones.
Oh my God.
Slap them on me.
Wow. And so then how many cc's did they put in you the first time?
800. The biggest I could go. I was like, go big or go home.
Oh my God. And how big were your boobs before the breast augmentation?
I was a 34C.
You were a 34C?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like, oh my God, this is actually perfect to compare this to that now. Because, oh my God, going from tiny to big, oh my God. Okay, so then what happened with the first procedure?
Well, with the first procedure, so I go in the day of my surgery. They let me know that the surgeon got caught in like a delayed flight or something like that. And they were like, well, you can reschedule your surgery or we have another surgeon that can do it for you.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I'm already here. I'm ready. Like, let's do it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go with the other guy.
So feeling super excited.
Yeah.
And I know you wanted your boobs right away.
Yeah.
And so then how long did that procedure end up taking?
So the procedure in itself took maybe like 2 hours. I don't know. It's been like almost 10 years since I had my boobs. Yeah, so I can't remember exactly how long the procedure took, but I know the recovery was brutal.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
And so how was the recovery then? And did you go under local anesthesia or general anesthesia?
Girl, I don't know the difference.
I love that gift. So did they put you out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And so, and then when you got out of surgery, did you have someone take care of you?
Yeah, I did. I would definitely say with my second procedure and finding you and everything, I was in much better spirits. With my first procedure, I was in a different time in life.
Gotcha.
And for sure, sure, I was still trying to do everything and prove to myself I could. And, I was just doing too much. And I had to get, actually, my boob ruptured on top of the implant. And I had to get it redone. Otherwise, I would have had to get my boob cut off because it was infected. Yeah, real bad.
How did you find out it was infected?
Through my follow-up appointments, the nurse kept on saying, have more protein. No one ever said you need to get massages and this and that. They were like, just use a tennis ball and you can roll out, before, let's go back in the day. When girls would have the surgery, they would have the tube sticking out of them and this and that.
Yeah.
Okay. As technology has advanced and whatnot, the tubes are like disposable inside of you. Okay. Yeah. So they were like, just roll the tennis ball on top of the disposable tubes and they will dissolve.
What tubes?
They're tubes like coming from both, like either side. And
wow.
yeah, and so, I'm rolling it. And honestly, like, that was 10 years ago. I had my BBL, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I met you that it's finally, like, smoothed out.
Your breasts.
Like, the disposable,
tubes.
yeah.
And they're silicone, right?
Yeah.
Your implants.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I've actually never heard of the tubes.
Yeah.
The disposable tubes. Oh my gosh. And so that must be because you went so big. So you
Maybe
still
so.
do have 800s in both?
Yeah,
breasts?
when I got the second surgery, it was only in my right breast, and they went in through the nipple.
Gotcha.
The second time. The first time it was under.
Oh.
Second time was through the nipple, and they had to replace the implant and redo the whole thing.
On the right breast.
On the right breast.
And so how was the second recovery? Like after they like took the implant out and did all of that stuff.
I definitely took it a little easier on myself.
Yeah.
However, it was still a bit trivial, I would say, just because they went in through my nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about that.
Do you still have sensation though?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Because I know sometimes when they go through the nipple, there is a chance that you might lose sensation.
And that's exactly why initially I was like, yeah, go under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when the infection, they were like, no, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
10 years later, are you thinking about changing your implants, or are you pretty happy with where they're at? Are they causing you any problems?
I have no problems at all. If I ever did change my implants, I would definitely do like a little smaller.
That's so surprising.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I would do a little smaller, just, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. But I absolutely love my boobs.
Yeah, you're a big booby Cindy.
Yeah,
that's why I would not like expect you to want to go
a little smaller. Well, I just anticipate, when time comes, if I have kids and whatnot.
I know 5 kids and what.
If I have kids, so maybe a little smaller, but it's in God's hands. So
exactly, it's in God's hands. Beautiful. Okay, so now moving on. So what was your second procedure?
So my second procedure was Brazilian butt lift. Was performed here in Vegas. I knew that I wanted to do it. I was trying to find the perfect doctor and this and that. My best friend, she had already found a doctor in Florida and this and that. And she got her procedures and I was just like, okay, maybe I should go to Florida. But like the concept of traveling after something like that, it just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
I just could not imagine being that uncomfortable.
I know, for hours.
Yeah.
For hours.
Yeah, especially, and you're dealing with a million different, attitudes and, what if somebody's unpleasant? I'm already not feeling good. There's just too many possibilities.
It'd be a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so, I know you. I do know you. I do know you.
Mm-hmm.
So then, how long did it take you to decide on which surgeon you wanted to perform your surgery?
For the BBL?
Yes, for the BBL.
For the BBL, honestly, it didn't take long at all. I found them. They're here, in Vegas, and I looked at all the different results, and I was like, I'm going to go for it.
I love that. So it actually happened pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure.
How long did it take for you to get an appointment in with them?
The appointment was immediate. They're super on top of things. People are calling you, checking on you and this and that, following up and whatnot. And, I was just excited for the process.
I love that. Mm-hmm. And it was 8 years later after you had your boobs done.
Yeah.
So now actually feeling excited to go back under the knife. So that's good. That's good.
For sure.
And I love that you actually found me a week before you went in for your procedure. So she's one of my girls that actually did her research and realized the aftercare and how important the massages were. When did you realize that you needed massages after your BBL procedure?
So when I booked the BBL, there were different options of, do I just want the procedure? Do I want the procedure with massages? Do I want the massages with the faja, with the foams? It's like there's so many options. I'm like, I want the works. I want everything.
Yes.
So, honestly, I was talking to someone and they referred me to you, which is how I got your contact.
Yeah.
And when I tell you guys, like, Sabrina is amazing. Not only like, with the massages, but the lifter of like your spirits, like, just being very, very attentive to every little detail on your body and the consistency, like, I definitely, it was a different experience. Thank you. For sure. Yeah.
And actually, everyone, if you want to see Sydney's results, she's actually pinned on my Instagram page because I am just so proud of the work that we did together.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, it is a team effort. Sydney ate really healthy. She took good care of herself. And she was super on top of her recovery. That's why I said she's one of my gold star patients. This is what you follow. Yeah. Exactly. And so now, how was meeting your surgeon? How was that whole experience?
Meeting my surgeon was like interesting. He came in, he had on cowboy boots. So I was like, okay, this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
He had cowboy boots?
Yeah, he had on cowboy boots. And
oh my God, I don't know. I think I love that. That's so fascinating. Wow, that's great. That's great. And then
I meet him the day of my surgery. I show him a photo and he's like, everybody wants to look like something. All I can do is push you in that way. I was like, yeah. Perfect. It pushed me really hard, though.
Pushed me really hard, exactly.
Yeah, just go for the gusto.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Slam me into it.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, I don't need like a huge like video vixen booty. I just want something cute for the office. That's what I told him. I just want something cute for the office. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, but then he did give you the video vixen booty.
Well, I already had a booty.
Oh, okay, you already had a booty.
Yeah, and like, I'm convinced that it could have been bigger.
I love that. Thankfully, you got some good thighs.
Yeah,
to carry everything because it all matches so well. And so then, how was recovering from anesthesia when you got done with the procedure?
Oh, that's such a great question. So when I, woke up from the anesthesia, I woke up like,
Yeah.
And I was just like, and so they come over like, oh, she's awake, I was like, I'm so hungry.
Oh my God.
They were giving me like so many crackers.
I was
like, I'm starving. They were all dying laughing. I'm like, just water and crackers, please.
Water and crackers?
Yeah, so I was really, really hungry when I woke up.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I've actually heard of that.
Yeah,
like having an insane appetite, like right out of having surgery.
Yeah.
Wow. Sure. And so then, did someone take care of you when you got done?
Yeah, and I'm super grateful, for all the support that I got.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, on the topic of the booty.
Yeah.
So generally, we're not allowed to sit on the booty for an X amount of time.
Yeah.
How long did you wait before you decided to finally sit down on your BBL?
I waited 12 weeks.
Yep.
I was not playing. There was no way.
Yes.
But, I waited a long time and, even after that, I still was like using my pillow.
Yeah.
You know, if I sat down, I would jump right back up. Like, there was just no way.
I know. I know. I remember seeing you, and
Yeah.
I was like, did you have a booty before you went in? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, well, you know, you could sit down at like 8 weeks, like you're fine. And you're like, no, I'm gonna wait the 12 weeks. And I was like, okay, whatever you want,
Yeah,
whatever makes you happy, we're
Yeah.
good. How did it feel when you sat on it, like for the first time? Like
I
actually started sitting on it.
It was kind of tingly.
Oh,
And
really?
like I was super self-conscious, like just got my butt done.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to really like put too much pressure on it, you know?
Yeah.
I was nervous.
I know. Like you get scared that, oh my God, is it gonna be flat?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be deformed?
Literally like
I know.
every 5 seconds.
Like, is it still there?
Yeah, like yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God. And I'm so glad. You know,
So-
actually I have not talked about this with a few of my BBL girls. Most of the time, so if you have a booty, you can definitely sit on it again at like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. But if you're flat like the wall, definitely go the 12 weeks. I highly recommend, because you're more at risk of getting like the fat reabsorbed once again. So I'm glad that you waited, because it stayed.
Yeah,
How,
for sure.
How many years post-op are you now?
I'm 2 years post-op.
Oh my gosh, that's so insane. 2
I
years
know, right?
post-op. And so how do you feel 2 years now post-surgery?
I still fat at.
And that is the perfect response. Yes.
If my mom is watching, Mom, forgive me.
Oh my God, I love that. Now, let's begin some rapid fire questions. Rapid fire questions. Okay, so for question number 1, how did both procedures affect you emotionally?
The first one, I was really trying to prove to myself and like the person I was with at the time, like, this doesn't faze me. This second time, emotionally, I was like, la la la.
I know. I can feel that. I feel that. And I love the way you described it. And I'm so glad I got to be a part of it. Because even just describing it exactly like that, I'm like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it was. I was there.
Every time I saw you, like, oh, hey, girl.
Yes, I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah, honestly.
And so now for question number 2, who do you think would be a good candidate for a BBL?
Oh my gosh. Like celebrity?
You know, yeah. What celebrity do you think would be a good candidate for a BBL?
You know, I don't know any celebrities that don't have a BBL.
Really?
Like who? What would we say, Taylor Swift?
Yeah. You know what? I think she could use one. You fly, but sis, maybe some Sculptura, whatever the injection is.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. That's so interesting. Okay, I love it. We're keeping it. And now for question number 3, how much did you spend on your procedure? Well, actually, on both. How much did you spend on the first one and on the second one?
Is this included recovery in your expensive ass?
Yes. So, well, let's talk about the procedure, and then let's talk about the overall everything. So first the boobs, and then the booty.
Okay, with the boobs, I'm not gonna lie. The boobs could have been more expensive. I spent $6,000.
Wow.
There's supposed to be more, but I was good friends with the doctor. So the second procedure.
Yes.
Second procedure was $8,500, I think, something like that. Maybe more. It might have been 11. Honestly, I don't remember. The money was spent. It was what I wanted. And
Wow.
yeah, and then recovery, fajas, blah blah blahs, you know.
Everything.
I would say like a easy like 16, 17. Honestly, like let's just say 20,000.
Total.
Yeah.
Wow.
For the BBL and everything, missing work.
Oh, that's true. Because we got to factor in. How much time did you take off work?
I took off I think 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
3 or 4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, and when you work at like a hard job, like
Physical demanding.
physical demanding,
Yeah.
then it is important to take off a good amount of time because
Yeah.
you know, like it was a lot, right? Like there was no way you could have gone back to work
at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on that note, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, of
and
course.
sharing your story. It's
Thank you
been
for having
so
me.
great.
Yeah.
And on my very last question, I ask everyone this question. If you have any advice to give to someone who wants to have plastic surgery, what advice would you give to them?
One, definitely keep your spirits lifted. I definitely noticed a difference between when I had the first 2 procedures with my breasts and my BBL. You know, the process of having positivity around me and being positive within myself, you know,
Yes.
made a huge difference. 1. 2 is make sure you have enough time for recovery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not just the surgery. The surgery is mere, you know, it's the recovery process. And 3, get you a Sabrina.
Yes, exactly. And I'm working on cloning myself everywhere, guys. So.
Right? No, you need to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know once you left and you went up to Detroit, like how was finding
I did
a therapist? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like
I
you
know
not
it's
only
hard.
do lymphatic, like you do the myofascio, and you really like you get in there, girl.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We got to. That's how. That's honestly.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Definitely.
But such great advice. I love it because it's so true. You know, you can't just think about having the procedure. You have to think about what's after. And I think it's so crazy how some surgeons, they're like, oh, and you're going to be good in 2 weeks. You're going to be good in 2 days. Like, girl, you're going to be healing for 12 weeks. For like 3 months.
You're healing for like a whole year because your body still is not going to feel all the way natural, you know, even after the initial few weeks.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on that note, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
girl.
thanks for inviting me. Yeah, definitely.
Yes. No, it's been great having you on the show. So much fun, so many laughs, as always.
As always.
And as always, guys, like, share, subscribe, hit the push notifications to stay up to date on all things plastic surgery. And have a beautiful day, morning, evening, wherever you are. Bye.